Well, holy smokies, guys, put your kids to bed, hide your wives. Today we got a lot of sauce here, ladies and gentlemen. We got news about Call of Duty 2021, PlayStation 5 fans are angry, loot boxes, and we got 8 stories at our hands. So let's just get right into it. Shout out to you for 1,200 likes on the last video. If you can hit 2,000 likes on this video, I'ma get this haircut, okay? This is your last chance because December 32nd is approaching. I'm gonna be getting this haircut on December 32nd here, guys. But at our number 8 spot, we're hearing some crazy news, ladies and gentlemen. Like, do not let your kids see this video, man. Over 1 in 10 young gamers get into debt by buying loot boxes. Now, this is a very heavy study done by our scientists and amateurs out there. We're hearing that almost 1 in 6, 15% of young gamers had taken money from their parents without their permission to buy loot boxes. Dude, who are these people? Who are these people? This reminds me of my childhood. I mean, my childhood wasn't that like bad or anything like that, but I know for the fact that this would have been me in an alternate reality if I were to empty out my parents' bank accounts, man. Smash a like button if that would be you too. But who are these people, dog? Like, back in my days, people would be going in debt because of like college fees. I mean, that still goes on, but I guess that gamers have overtaken the world right now. Like, it is all about gamers, okay? Like, everywhere you look, you hear headlines, hey, gamers are angry, you know, gamers did this, gamer did that. I mean, gamers are just innocent people, but these people, they are not innocent, I'll say that much. Crazy stuff. And at our number 7 spot, this study was done by our astronauts. 31% of young UK gamers struggle to track spending on loot boxes. I mean, tell me this is cap. Like, 23% of 11 to 16-year-olds said that they had paid money to open loot boxes, with 34% of all respondents saying that they had first purchased them by the time they were 13 due to the lack of age restrictions on games containing the randomized monetization mechanics. You look around, like, people are angry with Wonder Woman 1984. Like, people are talking about it, saying that, hey, that's another disaster. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, hey, this is screaming to me that 2021 will be a DLC. I know that I've been saying that for a while. 2021 will be an expansion pack, but really, after you look at this, hey, it is clear, man. It is like it's like there are so many situations going around. Like, I look at it, I'm like, hey, dog, like, I do not know like what the future holds. Like 2021, 2022, 2023, 2030, 2035, when EA becomes stronger and they're seeing money coming in, like, you know, 2 tsunamis per day or whatever the case may be. Let me catch my son's struggle to find out where he spent his money. But at our number 6 spot, we're hearing that PS5 DualSense controller malfunction leaves PlayStation players angry. I mean, if you're an Xbox guy, please don't laugh, okay? Like, it do be like this sometimes. We're hearing that PS5 users complain of broken DualSense adaptive triggers, but how widespread is the problem? And there's a man on the streets, right? Like, his name is Miguel Martinez, and he made a video about PS5, like, hola, eh, and as you guys can see, he is going in hard, okay? Like, we have a technician out here. It doesn't look like he's an amateur. Like, look at how much work he's putting in, right? And apparently he saved his DualSense controller, his Sony Pony DualSense controller. He said that the adaptive triggers went loose after playing like Spiderman Miles Morales. He noticed that the controller went loose, or the R2 button went loose, and then he kind of like opened it up, and as you guys can see, he is like, look at that, right? He's tapping the button. The situation here is that some controllers are being sent to controllers heaven, and this guy have quote unquote revived his controller for the time being, okay? If your DualSense is having trouble and you need an expert, I will link this video down below. But at our number 5 spot, we got some good news. Apparently the news is coming from EA. Like, out of everybody, EA actually filed a patent that could overhaul facial animations. Now, apparently this is for FIFA for now. They say that, hey man, thanks to very hard work from devs across the industry, next gen tech is starting to be seen at EA specifically. Hair physics in FIFA is an example of something the fans are impressed with. Yo, I'm not sure about that one. I think that's cap. For example, this new pattern could be similarly groundbreaking with character rendering, but perhaps even more so. I really want to see this in action in Battlefield 6, dog. Like, these are the games that I'm excited for. Harry Potter, God of War, Battlefield 6, Call of Duty 2021, but just the campaign only, okay? And the side mode, no multiplayer, okay? I have retired from Call of Duty multiplayer a while ago. I can do cold weather, but I cannot do that heavy tech skill-based matchmaking, okay? But I really am intrigued by this. Some of our amateurs are saying, hey man, this is gonna be Frost Frostbite 4. So let's see what happens. At our number 4 spot, hey, we got some positive news out here. Kevin from The Office is the highest earning celebrity on Cameo. Apparently he's like the first guy to make $1 million on Cameo from The Office. Way to go, Kevin. You're making us proud. You are the man. But at our number 3 spot, we're in the Cyberpunk 2077 players discover cut feature. And this kind of goes to show you that there were so many things, right? And this video was taken by Be Cool over on Reddit. I probably butchered the Reddit user, but he shared this video here, and check this out, right? He's on the train track in Cyberpunk. There's a train track, right? And this was supposed to be the in-game transit where, you know what, you can go from one place to another super quick by paying moolah, just like how in GTA San Andreas you could pay for flights, you could have paid for train. There is a train station in game, like as you guys can see, the homie went inside, and this is kind of sad. And before some of you think that I'm kind of hating on this game or like that, I actually love the story of this game, okay? I would say it is like 8.5 or 9 out of 10 in my personal opinion, but everything other than that is pretty bad. Like, this is an open world game. Now, of course, like, I'm not trying to compare this game with something like GTA, but let's be real, dog. The game is set in the future. It's set in 2077. We got like flying vehicles going around. Like, imagine you could have fly there, right? I mean, we're talking about a city of the future, right? Like the Night City. There's nothing to do outside of the main story and the side missions, and the side missions are pretty good, but I wish that the city was alive and there was more stuff to do. And our number 2, well, another day, another lawsuit, okay? Now even New York-based Rosen law firm has filed a class action lawsuit against Cyberpunk 2077's publisher, CD Projekt. Now it's like 4 or 5 investor law firms that have filed a lawsuit. This is crazy, okay? And Dr. Anib, he shared his expertise by saying that they're going too far with the lawsuits. It's not the first game released with the bugs in the history of video games. And you know what? I absolutely agree. These are facts. Another expert says, hey cronies, I see you, my man, I see you, brother. Says I sue the higher ups for creating this garbage game. So yeah, as you guys can see, pretty harsh. I don't understand the hate. Why didn't No Man's Sky get a lawsuit when it was first released? Effing ridiculous. Hopefully nothing will happen with the lawsuit. I think a lot of bad will happen from this lawsuit, right? The judge is probably gonna be like tapping his hammer and be like, okay man, CD Projekt Red, like, give these investors that moolah, alright? Obviously, I think that the game is gonna sell well in the future, but it is all about their stock, and their stock tanked almost like 40-50%, right? They lost a lot of money. They lost like over $1 billion, which is just crazy, and they didn't even spend like $1 billion to make this game in the first place, right? And they lost $1 billion. They made their money back for the game development by selling the game through pre-orders and, you know, normal sales and whatnot, but then they lost like $1 billion because of all this negative press. And if the judge rule in the favor of these lawsuits, then it's like they're gonna get gang banged on, the likes of which we've never seen before. Crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. But at our number 1 spot, Tom Henderson, credible leaker, the man we don't deserve, the savior of the community, says that I got given a Call of Duty info dump today, the best kind. The only problem is the dates are all wonky because of everything going on with the Roni situation. I'm going to break it all down, and we'll have a massive 3 to 4 hour live stream in the coming days. And I will link the homie's YouTube channel in the description. Anything that goes down, I will cover it on the channel. And recently he did say that the next game, Call of Duty 2021, will be a Modern Warfare sequel, okay? Share your expertise, like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep all of you stud muffins and chads in the loops. Check out our video on the screen. You're gonna get a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there.